My name is Ahmad Hakimi bin Ahmad Sabrun, matrix number 2025297356.
My name is Nur Danelia Amira binti Azhar. My matrix number is 2025819612.
Hello, my name is Saiful Imran bin Muhammad Jazmi. My matrix number is 2025898622.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Firas bin Razaman. My student ID is 2025890458. So in question 1, we have been given two options that to be determined which one of those who were more financially wise for Adel. For the option 1, we will use compound interest formula that is S equal to P multiply in bracket 1 plus I exponent N. So we were looking for future value which is S, and the first step we will list all the variables such as P, that is amount invested equal to 8,000, for the R value which is interest rate equal to 4.3% or 0.043. Next, M value which is the total number of compound imposed is 1 time per year. T, which is the term of the note, is 2 years. So the calculation will be S equal to 8,000 multiply in bracket 1 plus 0.043 divided by 1 bracket exponent 2. And at the end, we will get the S equal to RM 8,702 ringgit and 79 cents. Next, for option 2, we will use the same formula, just the variables value will be used from the option 2 statement. So S equal to 1,000, that is amount of loan OP, multiply in bracket 1 plus 0.05 and bracket exponent 2. Both of the option will have the same value of M and N because both of plan have same number of compound every year and number of times interest is compound throughout the term. So we will get the S equal to RM 1,102 ringgit and 50 cents. So that will add up with other savings RM 8,000, that will get the future value of option 2 is RM 9,102 ringgit and 50 cents. So after compare both options, Adel need to choose option 2 if Adel was looking for a better financially wise. It is because if Adel choose option 1, Adel will not have enough money to buy the new motorcycle because of the sufficient of her saving after 2 years. In contrast, if Adel choose option 2, Adel will get to buy the new motorcycle, although Adel need to pay an extra RM 102 ringgit and 50 cents for the loan interest. So let us move on to the question 2. So in this question, we will use the same formula as question 1, that is S equal to P multiply in bracket 1 plus I exponent N. And first thing first, as usual, we will list out all of the variable based on the information that has been included in the question. So the P value will be 445,000, R value is 4.7% or 0.047, M value will be 12, T value is 3, the I value can be get by divide 0.047 with 12, that's gonna get 0.0039166667. And lastly, the N value can be get by multiply the M and T. So the calculation will be S equal to 445,000 multiplied in bracket 1 plus 0.003916667 bracket exponent 36. So in the end, we will get the future value of S equal to RM 512,242 ringgit and 87 cents. For your information, for the other plan, we don't have to solve anything as the S value has been given, that is RM 500,000 ringgit. So in the end, it is more beneficial for Akil to sell the apartment now and invest the amount in a savings plan that earns 4.7% interest compound monthly. Because of the amount accumulated after 3 years, that is RM 512,000 ringgit, 242 ringgit and 87 cents will be higher compared to sell apartment 3 years from now that will have accumulated amount just RM 500,000 ringgit.
Let's prepare for the question 3. Eric is concerned about the rising cost of higher education in Malaysia. His son is currently 12 years old and is expected to enter university at the age of 18. To prepare early, Eric deposit 9,000 into education saving plans that earn 4.2% interest compounded quarterly. 2 years later, Eric received bonus and contribute an additional 4,500 into the same account. The plan continues to earn interest at the same rate until his son starts university. Alright, let's start with the question A. This question wants to find the future value after his son reaches 18 years old. Here we have to do two calculation steps. We are going to use formula compound interest S equal P1 plus I, the power of n. First of all, we have to take out all the information in the question. The P or original principal is 9,000. Then the R or rate is 4.2%. The number of compounding or N is 4 because the question says compound quarterly. The term of compound is 2 and 4 years, and the total is 6 years until the son become 18. Why we use 2 different years? Because after 2 years, Eric has added the new deposit and we have to calculate the amount with the new deposit. Alright, we are going to calculate for the first 2 years. So Eric has deposited the 9,000 and grows for 2 years with the rate 4.2% and compound quarterly. Before we calculate that in the formula, I will explain I and N in the formula. So the I is interest rate per interval, I equal R per M, and the N is number of time interest is compound throughout the term, N equal M multiplied by T. So just enter the number into the formula. Then after 2 years, Eric got 9,784 ringgit 37 cents, and this is the new principal. So the amount will grow for the next 4 years with the same rate. So for the next 4 years, we will calculate the same calculation step, but we have to change the principal with the new principal and the term of compound. Then after 6 years, his son reached 18 years old, and the saving is 16,882 ringgit 71 cents. Then for question A. For the question B, we have to find interest earned by Eric after his son reached 18 years old. So we are going to use formula I equal PS minus P. So the future value of S minus all principal that Eric has deposited. So 16,882 ringgit 71 cents minus 9,000 plus 4,500. So the total interest that Eric got is 3,382 ringgit 71 cents. That's for question B. For question C, we have to evaluate whatever Eric will have at least 50,000 for his son university expenses. So the answer is yes, Eric has enough money to cover his son university expenses, which is at least 50,000, because the saving that Eric has is 60,882 ringgit 71 cents.
Part B, question 1. This question under a topic from annuity, so let's start. The question tells us that Shafiq's father left an inheritance of Rm 1.5 million, and it was divided among Shafiq and his 2 siblings using the ratio that has been given. Shafiq then used all of his inheritance as the down payment to buy a furniture factory worth Rm 3 million. Since the inheritance was not enough to cover the full price, he took a bank loan to cover the remaining amount. The loan has an interest rate of 3.4% compounded monthly in the term of year, which is 30 years. So let's calculate. First, let's look at Shafiq's ratio. We are told that Shafiq is entitled to 60% of Rm 1.5 million. And so we calculate 1.5 million multiply bracket by 60%. This means Shafiq's share of the amount is Rm 900,000. Next, for the cost of the factory, the total cost is Rm 3 million, and we subtract Shafiq's share of Rm 900,000. So the remaining cost that must be paid is Rm 2.1 million. A. Find the monthly payment. In this question, we will use a present value formula. A, we get Rm 2.1 million, R for 3.4%, which is 0.034, M for 12, and T for 30 years. Then we can insert all the information into the formula, and it becomes R equals to 2.1 million divided by open bracket 1 minus open bracket 1 plus 0.034 over 12 close bracket power of negative 12 x 30 divided 0.034 over 12. So the final answer is R equals to Rm 9313 ringgit 0.11 cent. It means the borrower must pay Rm 9313.11 every month. For part B, we are asked to calculate the total interest incurred over the entire loan period. So we will use the formula of I equals to R open bracket and close bracket minus A. And it becomes I equals to 9313.11 open bracket 12 x 30 close bracket minus 2.1. And then the interest has been charged is Rm 1252719 ringgit 60 cents. C. This question tells us that the borrower did not make the first 4 monthly repayments, so by the time he reached the 5th month, he must cover those 4 missed payments plus the interest occurred on them. In this question, we will use future value formula. So the final amount he must pay on the 5th month to settle all outstanding arrears is Rm 46830 ringgit 17 cents. Question D. Based on the information that has been given, the long term is 30 years, which is 360 months, and 20 years, which is 240 months, has been paid. The remaining period is 120 months, since n equals to 316 minus 240, which gives the answer. In this question, we will use present value formula. So we put all the information into the formula. Then, after calculate, the final settlement amount required to settle the balance of loan after paying for 20 years is Rm 946,280 ringgit 14 cents.
So for part B, question number 2, Soraya plans to travel to the Balkans with her friends. To achieve her dream, she needs 30,000 ringgit. She can save only 400 ringgit per month in Bank Tebola, which offers 4.5% interest compounded monthly. How many monthly deposits must Soraya make to accumulate at least 30,000 ringgit? By this question, we can see is the chapter annuity. By the formula given is S equals to R column 1 plus I n minus 1 over I. So we can see the S is 30,000 ringgit. S must be over or be 30,000 ringgit. The R is 400 ringgit, and the I R over M 0.045 over 12 equals to I equals to 0.00375. By this we will get 0. So by using this, we can put the numbers given to the formula, and then we have to find the n. First we have to put the n on the other side, which would be 1.00375 column n equals to 30,000 ringgit over 400 multiple by 0.00375 plus 1. Column 1.00375 column n equals to 1.28125. To find the n, we have to use the log. So n log 1.00375 equals to log 1.28125 would be n is 66.21. We have to round up, would be 67 monthly deposits. So for the part B question number 2, the answer would be 67.